Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to invite you to watch the English news on the central television channel of our province. Yesterday, at Yokmer 2 Hamlet, Yatangwan Kamil, member of Party Central Committee and Secretary of the Nam Provincial Party Committee, Nguyễn Hồng Lĩnh, attended 2024 Great National Solidarity Festival. Yokmer 2 Hamlet is currently home to 5,083 residents, of which 99.5% are Ken ethnic people and follow Catholicism. The community has always lived in unity and harmony, supporting one another for mutual development. Each year, 99.5% of households meet the cultural standards, and notably, Yokmer 2 Hamlet has maintained the title of Cultural Hamlet for 20 consecutive years. Joining in the celebration with the residents of Yokmer 2 Hamlet, Secretary Nguyễn Hồng Lĩnh acknowledged and commended the achievements of local officials and people over the years. The Secretary urged the party committee of Yatangwan Kamil and Yokmer 2 Hamlet to continue fostering the tradition of great solidarity and leveraging local advantages to successfully accomplish the locality political, economic, social, and national defense security tasks in the coming time. The Nam Provincial Post Committee has issued a document to implement the Government Decree 106 of 2024, stipulating policy to support improving livestock efficiency. Specifically, the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development is assigned to organize the propagation and dissemination of the contents of Decree number 106 to the subjects affected by this decree. Advise the Provincial Board Committee to issue a decision to assign tasks to organizations tasked with implementing the program to support artificial breeding of cattle, to assume the prime responsibility for and coordinate with relevant departments, sectors in guiding, inspecting, and supervising the implementation of the organization, to assume the prime responsibility for and synthesize funding sources for implementation, monitor and urge provincial departments, sectors, people's committee of districts and cities, and relevant agencies and organizations to implement the contents of the decree. According to the General Department of Customs, the total import-export turnover of the country in the first 10 months surpassed $647 billion, representing a 15.8% increase compared to the same period last year. In the final months of the year, Vietnam exports have strong growth momentum as consumer demand rises in major markets like the US and the EU. Experts anticipate that along with the increase in orders, free trade agreements (FTAs) will have Vietnam trade volume reach a new record this year. According to the Ministry of Industry and Trade, end-of-year demand in import markets with major festivals continues to grow, benefiting sectors such as apparel, footwear, electronics, and agricultural, forestry, and fishery products. Additionally, the position of Vietnamese goods in the key markets like the US, the EU, Japan, and South Korea is also experiencing significant growth. Yesterday, the European Council Summit took place in the Hungarian capital, Budapest. Speaking at a conference, Prime Minister Viktor Orban predicted that the U.S. administration, led by Donald Trump, will stop supporting Ukraine in the conflict with Russia. Therefore, he called on the European Union (EU) to work towards a peaceful solution to the conflict. Orban said Trump's re-election would create a new situation for Europe. He said, the U.S. election has closed the current chapter. The world is going to change and faster than we think. According to Orban, Europe cannot bear the full cost of current Ukraine conflict on its own, while reality of the battlefield shows that Ukraine has failed militarily. So it's called for the alliance to move from conflict to peace. It is unclear whether the EU officials support Orban's position, but at a meeting on the sidelines of the summit, French President Emmanuel Macron and Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk issued a joint statement reaffirming their unwavering determination to support Ukraine. Yesterday, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz urged the Germany's opposing factions to debate calmly on setting a date for an election to pull the country out of political crisis. Speaking on the sidelines of the EU summit in Hungary, Scholz called on the parties to first agree on which laws could be passed during the remainder of current parliament. However, he denied trying to push the parliament to pass his proposed policy agenda. Previously, South has proposed a confidence vote in his government to be held in January, paving the way for an extraordinary election in March. However, the Conservative opposition led by Friedrich Merz wants the election to be held in January. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and goodbye.